Imagine you're at a prestigious restaurant, the kind with shimmering lights, pristine white tablecloths, and patrons dressed in elegant evening wear. Then the front door swings open, and in walks a man who doesn't fit the scene at all. A wrinkled hoodie, worn out jeans, and sneakers that have clearly seen better days. The host at the entrance raises an eyebrow, giving him a once over before asking, "Excuse me, are you sure you're in the right place? This is a fine dining establishment, not a fast food joint." The man smiles politely, unfazed by the comment, and replies calmly, "I have a reservation." The host reluctantly checks the booking list and, with a hint of skepticism, guides him to a small table tucked away in the corner near the kitchen. Exactly the kind of spot no one wants to sit in. And if you're thinking, this doesn't seem right, you'd be absolutely correct. But wait, the story is just beginning. What happens next? Who is this man? A regular Joe or someone extraordinary? Take a guess and drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm curious to know. And keep listening because this story will make you realize that sometimes what we see is only a fraction of the truth. Grr. Now back to the restaurant. The waiter assigned to the corner table is Jack, a confident young man with a knack for judging people too quickly. The moment Jack spots the guest, he lets out a soft, derisive laugh, thinking to himself, this guy's probably just here for water and a salad. But here's the kicker. The man doesn't seem bothered at all. Instead, he casually opens the menu and orders something that leaves everyone stunned. So, what did he order? Well, he chose a premium Wagyu steak and a bottle of Chateau Lafite 2010, one of the priciest wines on the menu. Jack couldn't hide his disbelief. Are you sure? Jack asks, smirking. That bottle costs $3,000. We have more budget friendly options. The guest simply smiles and nods. Yes, please bring it over. Thank you. Jack walks away, shaking his head, and heads to the bar where he whispers to a colleague, "This guy is definitely faking it. I bet his card's going to get declined." The staff chuckles. Meanwhile, the man remains calm at his table, gazing at the shimmering lights reflected on the crystal glasses, as if he belongs there as much as anyone else. But the story doesn't end there. When the Wagyu steak is served, Jack takes another shot at testing the guest's patience. "Would you like some basic sauce to go with that? I think it'll suit a simpler palate," Jack says, his tone dripping with sarcasm. The guest, still unbothered, replies, "No, thank you. I trust the chef's expertise." By now, a few nearby diners begin to notice Jack's behavior. A woman at the next table whispers to her companion, "That waiter is so rude, but the guy doesn't seem to care at all." Meanwhile, Jack grows more confident, thinking he'll soon expose the man as an imposter. When presenting the dessert menu, Jack smirks and says, "We have a chocolate souffle, but it's a bit complicated. Maybe some simple ice cream would suit you better." Instead of getting upset, the guest smiles again and responds lightly, "Souffle sounds wonderful. I'll take one, please." Reluctantly, Jack heads to the kitchen to prepare the dessert, grumbling under his breath. Grumbling under breath. While Jack is in the kitchen, laughing with his colleagues about teaching the guest a lesson, the restaurant manager walks out of their office and scans the dining area. "Hold on, who's sitting at that corner table?" they ask. A staff member shrugs. "Just some guy in casual clothes. Jack's taking care of him." The manager narrows their eyes, studying the guest. "Wait a second. No, it can't be. That looks like..." The manager rushes toward the table, where the guest is quietly enjoying his evening. "Excuse me, sir," the manager says, their voice tinged with nervousness. "Are you Keanu Reeves?" And just like that, the truth begins to unravel. But Jack is still blissfully unaware, heading out of the kitchen with the souffle in hand. Can you guess how he'll react when he finds out the man he's been mocking all night is none other than Keanu Reeves, one of Hollywood's biggest stars, and as it turns out, a major investor in the restaurant? Stay tuned, because the next part will leave you speechless. The manager hurried over to the table where the mysterious guest was calmly enjoying his meal. "Excuse me, sir, are you Keanu Reeves?" the manager asked, his voice filled with both surprise and nervousness. And just like that, the truth began to unfold. But Jack, still in the kitchen, had no idea what was happening. He was making his way out with the chocolate souffle in hand, oblivious to the revelation that had just taken place. Can you guess what happens next? How will Jack react when he discovers the true identity of the man he's been mocking all evening? Don't forget to leave your predictions in the comments and stay tuned because the next part of the story will take your emotions to a whole new level. As the manager approached the table, Jack emerged from the kitchen carrying the souffle. His expression froze mid step as he overheard the manager saying, "Mr. Reeves, I deeply apologize for not recognizing you sooner. It's truly an honor to have you here." Jack stopped in his tracks, his face turning pale. His eyes darted to the man he had spent the entire evening belittling. It was none other than Keanu Reeves, one of Hollywood's biggest stars and, as it turned out, one of the restaurant's major investors. Jack's hands trembled, nearly causing the souffle to fall from the plate. He stammered, "What did you say? He's Keanu Reeves?" The manager's tone turned serious. "Not just Keanu Reeves. He's also a significant stakeholder in this restaurant. What exactly have you done, Jack?" Jack's face turned crimson as he lowered his head. I didn't know. I thought." Before he could finish, Keanu spoke up, his voice calm and composed. "It's okay. I didn't come here to be treated like a celebrity. I came here to enjoy a meal, just like anyone else." Keanu's calm demeanor only added to Jack's embarrassment. The surrounding diners, who had been quietly observing the scene, started murmuring among themselves. "I can't believe he treated Keanu Reeves like that," one said. "Unbelievable," another whispered. After finishing his meal, Keanu stood up, leaving a generous tip on the table. He turned to Jack and said with a calm yet meaningful gaze, "Jack, I hope you'll remember this. The way we treat others should never depend on how they look or who we think they are. You didn't know who was sitting in front of you tonight, but you always know how you should treat people." Jack bowed his head, visibly shaken. "I'm truly sorry, Mr. Reeves. I was wrong." The manager quickly stepped in, standing next to Keanu, and promised, "Mr. Reeves, I assure you we'll retrain all our staff, and something like this will never happen again." Keanu nodded with a slight smile. No need to make a big deal out of it. Sometimes small mistakes can teach us the biggest lessons. And with that, he walked out, leaving the restaurant in a stunned silence. The diners who witnessed the scene couldn't stop talking about Keanu Reeves' composure and character. Jack had learned an invaluable lesson about respecting others, no matter who they are or how they appear. This story serves as a reminder to all of us. Never judge someone based on appearances. You never know the story they carry or the person they truly are. What do you think about how Keanu handled this situation? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more meaningful and unforgettable stories like this one.